Good afternoon, everybody. What's going on, folks? How are we all doing on this most splendiferous of Saturday afternoons? How's everyone doing today? What's everyone up to? Everyone doing okay? I hope everyone's doing okay. It is, as I have just said, Saturday. And today, I did say that we'd be playing more Witcher and we'd be continuing the DLC, Blood and Wine. And I do want to do that. However, I was talking to one of my friends in the Zahn Gaming Discord, and they were like, oh man, I didn't realize that Steep had a photo mode. And I was like, hell yeah, Steep has a photo mode, and a pretty kick-ass one at that. And they were like, oh man, it'd be really cool to see how that works. So I was like, hey, you know what? I can sort that out for you. And so here we are. We're going to be playing some Steep today, and we're going to be doing some photo mode shenanigans. So I'm also eating a yogurt right now. In 2 minutes. So yeah, we're going to be playing some Steep. I'm going to be partaking in a photo mode masterclass. We're going to be teaching ourselves to fly, and we're going to be having a fun time doing it. Now, I think for the first part of the stream, I'm going to be focusing on the snowboard, and then maybe switching to wingsuit for some shenanigans. But for now, we're going to be snowboarding. So I'm just going to reposition myself on the mountains so that I'm in somewhere that's a little bit more pretty full. I'm looking for somewhere to spawn. I'm pretty sure I've got infinite travel tickets, so I'm not really worried about that. But it just doesn't seem like there's any fucking drop points available. What the hell? Where am I? I am in Asia, that is why. Let's go back to the Alps. Let's go to the Alps, because we fucking love the Alps. And I'm just gonna switch scenes, and then you guys are gonna be able to see what we're doing. Bam! There we go. Hopefully this works. Bam! The game hasn't come up on stream. That's annoying. Why has that happened? It should do. Boom. Game please. Woo. Can you see game? You can see game. Alright, so this is my rider. I was using the penguin outfit because the penguin outfit is great and I love it. But you know, we can do some character. We can do some customization. We can take off the costume. Or we can run around as the Yeti, because why would we not? If I remove it, I'm wearing a Ushanka hat, which, I mean, I love, but that's... I could wear the evil snowman helmet. That's kind of fun. Let's take off the Ushanka hat. Let's see. I don't really want to wear a hat that says Nixon on it. I don't want to be making some kind of political statement. Did you just go dark green? I own a dark green woolly hat, and I love my dark green woolly hat. I think it's great. Ooh. Should we go with a spider rocket? This would be way cooler if it was in blue. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. And obviously my bright neon orange pantaloons, because why would I not? I'm being summoned. 2 seconds, folks. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Alice just wants me to do a thing, so give me 2 seconds. Was it a crafting table deal? Did I put it in crafting table? I might have done. No, I didn't put it in crafting table. Ah, it was a general. I put it in general, I think. Oh man, this was weeks ago, so it might take me a while to find it. No? Oh, interesting. I thought I put it in here. Sorry guys, Alice has asked me to send her a thing, because I asked her to do a thing, and then it didn't send her the thing that she needs to use to do the thing. So, I gotta go find the thing. But I don't remember when I made the thing. So I gotta go find the thing. Okay, I got it.
Because I have to animate in different layers.
Hmm.
So I need to actually take it apart.
Yeah.
Which means having to edit in
Different layers.
slowly.
There you go. I sent it to you. I think this was the one I settled on. I can't remember. I made a couple of renditions of him. Right. We get on with the show, folks. Apologies for that interlude. Just Alice being a pain in the ass.
Oh, you asked me to do something, you didn't think to do it.
Jacket stickers. Oh, I can put stickers on my jacket?
This is what you
No, I don't have a...
watch tonight.
You want to watch The Real World of Twilight? That sounds tragic.
Destination.
Oh god, that sounds awful. Right.
It's a must-have for any true fan.
If you say so. Okay, guys, where are we dropping, boys? Where are we dropping? There's a lot of drop points. There's a lot of drop points on the Alps. But we gotta find somewhere to kick off from. You know, we gotta go looking for some. We've done a lot of fun stuff over here by the aqueduct. So it's kind of in shadow though, so I don't really want to hang out down here. And we've got infinite helicopter tickets, so I can literally spawn anywhere. But what we want to do is we want to find somewhere that looks kind of cool. You know what? This could be fun. Bam! This is that's one of the features I love the most about Steep is you can use the map to warp yourself somewhere, and we just happen to warp over here, and it'll just like immediately teleport you to that place. I think that's great. I think it's great fun. Okay. So let's get ourselves into a position to take some shots. I mean, first off, I gotta remember how to get to that menu. I think it's mountain view. And then what you can do is you zoom in and you can view your run. So action list, watch replay. And what it will do is put you into photo mode. And so because I'm running along, annoyingly, so I mean, I can clip through the ground and suddenly I'm just walking on air. which is always fun. But in director mode, is it playing copyrighted audio again? That's meant to be off. Why do you keep defaulting to no? Right, sorry. Let's go back into this. What you do is you go action list, watch full replay, director mode. And then what you can do is you can do like almost a frame by frame advance. So fixed camera puts us here. And then what we can do is we can zoom out. Oh, free camera. Okay, free camera works. I like the idea. Oh, no, that's too close. I like the idea of us trudging through the snow. Like this. You know? So it's got a really powerful photo mode. So we've got this where we're just looking up as we climb a mountain. You can hide the HUD and then just hit whatever button you've got set as your as sort of your screenshot button, which I don't remember if I'm completely honest. So and then you can change the time of day. So we could make it nighttime, daytime, sunrise, sunset, make it whatever time of the day we want. But yeah, so we've got our boy climbing this mountain. What I want is we want the sun to be coming up just there, I think. And then what you can do is ambiance. That kind of works. I like that. You hide the thing and then hit print screen. Bam. Pretty sure that's not the way you're meant to do it. But what we're gonna do it's really annoying getting out of mountain view. You'd think it would be B, but it's not. That's just recenter. Anyway, what we're gonna do is you can then, when you start a run, you can warp yourself back to any point in that run to do it again. So, I mean, yeah, we could start up there, but meh. I like the idea of starting down here on some flatter ground, just so I can get used to playing again, because it's been a sweet while since I last played. And I feel like I need to find my feet once again. So oh shit. It's all about finding nice little lines that you can go down. So right here, you know, we're doing some fun slalom and weaving through some of these oh god, through some of these ice flows, or like icebergs. Well, are they icebergs if they're stationary? And also, you know, part of a glacier? These just icy outcroppings, I guess? And what we can then do is okay, left bumper puts you in the front first person view, which I remember now. So that was a very slow path through here. Didn't really do anything fancy, didn't do anything technical, wasn't expecting to. But one of the really cool features of Steep's photo mode is that you can change the time of day at will while you're in the photo mode. And that means that, yeah, so what, we're going down here in the middle of the day and everything's in shadow. What you then do is you stop, go into replay mode, and now we have freedom to do whatever we want. So I didn't do anything cool here, and it's not really worth taking a screenshot, but it's just cool to see that we can freeze right here, follow our guy, and so in a second we're about to pop a jump, bam. So now what we can do is you go into director mode. I don't look like we're doing much here, so I'm not going to use this for anything, but I'm just demonstrating that we can pause at any point that we choose and do whatever we want with the shot, with the moment. So you can zoom, bring the camera in nice and tight, and we can go wait for a moment that we think is going to look really cool, and we'll just pause and see what we get. But we can always rewind and fast forward through it. So yeah, I fuck up a jump here. We go over this bit. This bit's kind of slow. We didn't really achieve anything cool around here, I don't think. So just had fun getting back, getting used to the controls again, you know? But what we can do is we can pause, hide the HUD, and just a nice little shot right here of our guy coming down the mountain. I mean, we're heading to the edge of the map, and pressing B also accidentally takes you out of the thing. There is another way to do it. So I could change this, but I'm sure if you go back into free play mode, so there's ride camera. This shows us the camera as it was, and we can't maneuver it. There is a button, though, for photo mode. Annoyingly, for some reason, the gamepad sensitivity is just awful. Sled, wingsuit. It doesn't tell you what the buttons are for when you're inside, doesn't tell you what the buttons are when you're inside the photo mode, which is annoying. But yeah, you can see the line, so we could pick any moment along this line, and it shows you where the high scoring parts of the line are. So you can see what areas you were scoring points on. So blue, nothing happening. Orange, you were doing something. You scored a bunch of points here. And so what you can then do is you can use that to choose where you want to pick up the run from. But there's nothing going on over here. It's right near the edge of the map as well, so let's pick somewhere that's less edge of the mappy. So because I've got infinite helicopter tickets, I can just fly to anywhere on the map, including this unclaimed drop zone. And what we're going to do is we're going to climb up to the top because we don't want to go over that frozen lake. We're going to climb up to the top and see what's on the other side of the hill. I could have placed this at the top of the hill. I don't know why I was like, oh no, I can't do that because I don't have the drop zone yet, but I do. I could have placed myself anywhere. That was my bad. So, we're going to go up here and we're going to go see what we can find. Ideally, what I want to do at some point is go and find one of the frozen forests. Like, there's all those trees over there. There's so many, like, frozen forest areas to explore. And you can do some really cool stuff with those. And the beautiful thing with the photo mode in this is that you can fast forward and rewind as you wish. What's up? Alright, so we got a little hut over there with a tree next to it. I'm thinking we're gonna go see what's down here. So we're gonna... No, I don't want to use the paraglider. You definitely don't want the paraglider. We're gonna get our board out so that we're not hiking everywhere. And we're just gonna go for a nice general ride. I say gentle, I'm holding down forwards so that we go faster. Bonk. And immediately bail out. Good job, me. I swear there was a time when I used to be good at this game. Okay, so we got some trees. We got some woodland over this side, which I could have just immediately dropped into. But let's head over here and see what we can do. What I really love the animation in this game and the way the snow deforms. Like if you angle real hard and your glove touches the snow, you'll leave an impression where your glove hits the snow. I think that's really cool. It's the simple things. I mean, I imagine it's not a particularly simple thing, but I do love the way the snow deforms to how you're passing through it. Okay, apparently pressing up on the D-pad while you're riding just knocks you out cold. Okay, change the time of day. I think this looks like a good time to ride. So let's go. Okay, it's not a good time to ride because the trees are in shadow. Where's the sun? Perfect. Alright, here we go. I mean, we can always change it during the replay anyway. So, if there's something we decide we're not happy with, we can always change it in the replay. So annoyingly, that took us out of the forest. Which I don't want to do. I want to be going through the trees. So, let's restart. We want to be going through the trees, which means we want to go here. Which puts us next to, but not quite on top of where we started. So I think for now, we're just going to do some simple sort of weaving in and out of the trees. And try and get some cool, try and set up some cool moments. Not like that. Set up some cool moments that we can review the footage for and then pick out later. Because, I mean, this game, it's just so peaceful to play. Yeah, you could spend ages doing all of like the trials and getting all the medals and stuff. And, you know, that's really fun and cool to do. Um, and I think proximity flying with a wingsuit through these areas would be hell of fun. Like, be super cool. You get some really cool opportunities. Get some really cool footage, get some really cool opportunities while you're doing it. Danger zone, good timing, sure. Didn't really mean to, but okay. You can get some really cool opportunities and moments if you go through here in the right way. But I just want to be scooting through the trees, you know? Woo! How long can you replay? Is there like a limit? 15 minutes or so? I think it's just as long as your run lasts. He says, wiping out and hitting a tree. I think it's just as long as your run lasts. So I stop here, the run stops here. Now if I go back to the mountain view, you can see we started all the way up here. I don't think there's a limit to how long you can go aside from skill. Aside from your skill of making that run. You know, if you're able to chain it together for longer, then great. So short for me. I mean, that's the beauty of it though. It doesn't matter if it's a short run because you can take as long as you want setting up the shot. So right here, you can take as long as you want setting up the shot. I hate this. We're gonna move this forward a little bit. You can take as long as you want. You can review the footage as many times as you like. You can do whatever you want with it. You know, your only limit is clipping through the ground and seeing the skybox beneath you. Like the only limit is how long you want to spend, and it doesn't matter if your run is 30 seconds or 30 minutes long, because you can review it and go back to the precise moment you want and take the exact shot you want. So if you're only on your feet for 2 seconds, you can review that 2 seconds for as long as you like, you know? So it really doesn't matter how long the clip is, because you've got all the time you need or want to take the shot you need, you know? So for me, a big problem is composition. From here, this angle kind of sucks. I like the idea of the trees poking, the sunlight poking through the trees. I think that's really cool. But right here, because of this snowbank, can't really get a particularly good shot of that. Because of it, which is annoying. So we're gonna scoot forward a little bit more. Oh, hello. Now I know there is an in-game button for taking screenshots. I just do not remember what it is. I've got my NVIDIA capture set to print screen, so I'll just use that to take the shot. But there is a way that in-game you can take the shot and then you can post it to the in-game sort of share library, and then people can go and see exactly where you were when you took whatever screenshot, which I think is really cool. And then the fast forward feature work is, you know, a held thing. So you can hold it for as long as you like to fast forward for as long as you want. What do we think of this? This is kind of cool, right? Makes his beard look real weird. You wouldn't believe I'm running this on Ultra. I'm running this literally on the highest settings I can. Ooh, I like that. That one's pretty. Let's see if we can do something else with this instead. Make it look like I've done a really big fart. Boof. In the gully of the snow. So the zoom is controlled. I'm using a controller because I'm a pleb, and it just makes my life easier. This game built for being controlled with a controller, I think. Also, hey Walker, how you doing? I realized I didn't actually say hello, so I apologize. How you doing? Again, not really doing anything cool. I'm good. I'm glad to hear it. I hope your family visit went okay, with everyone coming to say hello. Knackered now? Oh man, I'm sorry. But I guess it was good to see everyone, right? Do I get particularly close to any of these trees? I don't think I do. I like this hand out, like I'm about to grab a child as I sweep past the trees. Like, what is this hand for? What am I gonna steal? Am I stealing pine cones? Are these pine trees? They must be pine trees. But am I stealing pine cones? What the hell? What is the plan here, friend? What are you plotting? What are you planning? Just managed to catch a stream. Ah, well, you're always welcome. I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you had a nice day. I mean, we can just stare at my ass, or I don't know. I'm not feeling anything here just yet. Let's see how it goes. Threading the needle? It's not really much of a needle thread though, is it? Like, there's plenty of space here. This does not seem like it's a particularly drastic needle to thread, or difficult needle to thread. So there's no like filters or anything, I don't think, unless I'm looking in the wrong place for the photo mode in this. This is how I've always done my photo mode stuff for here, for Steep, has been using the direct to cam. So this is how I've always done it. And I haven't actually used, I'm sure there is an actual inbuilt photo mode. Oh yeah, this is when I hit the tree. So I did get kind of close to the tree. So close I actually just bonked right into it. Okay, this might be better. This might be better. Not so sure on that one. Nope, not feeling it just yet. We'll find something. We'll find a moment. I think I go over here and it completely kills my speed. But I do start ferreting through some of these trees. I get really indecisive at one point and slam into a tree like an idiot. We go over here, we get a little bit of speed up, I think. Like, even though I literally just recorded this line, completely forgotten how it went. Oh. That's a better shot right there with the sun, the snow. I think that's way better, right? Got the sun there. I think this looks pretty good. I don't think I'm gonna win any prizes for it though. Like, I'm not gonna be walking away with a Pulitzer. But I think that's a nice shot. Did I like your picture? The control one, it's nice. I just not bowled over by control. So what we can do here is we can make it look like we're artificially higher off the ground than we are by some camera trickery. I just like the reflection. I like that it made it look like that plant was in prison. I don't know what you did or why you put that plant in prison, but it looked like that plant was in prison, and I want to know why. So what we can do here is if we change the time of day and we put the sun over there, we can make it look like we're way higher off the ground. Because you just need to clear a bunch of the, we clear the particle effects away. It looks like we're way closer, we're way further off the ground. Two people floating in the ground. Yeeted down from the shot. Ah, okay. I'm not all about booty pics, guys, but, you know, you gotta. Sometimes you just gotta. There's a reason I chose the neon orange pants here. Like the underneath angle with the sun and the mountain, just here. This would be way better if our guy had his hand outstretched as if he was trying to touch the sun, off to the left a little bit. Like that. Did did did. Oh shit. Yeah, you don't know if he's gonna land or head off to the sun. Yeah. Bam. One of the great things about being able to immediately fast forward, rewind, is that you can just choose your moment. Where the fuck is my guy? He's over here. Where are you going, friend? Am I in free cam? What the fuck am I doing? Oh, I'm in fixed cam, that's why. It's like, what the hell is going on here? Free cam, way better. Right. I love the gentle little, if you come over here, you can just see a tiny little divot where our hand is scooping the snow. I love that. I think that's always such a nice touch. Okay. Follow cam. Let's see if we find something cool while we're down here. Bonk. Again, we're just not quite touching the snow. I think this is where I decide, oh yeah, I'm gonna totally, and then oh, I did actually make it. Okay. What do we think of something along this line, guys? What do we think of this one? Or do we want a different angle that just shows how close we were to this tree? Because we're pretty damn close to this tree. This, it just looks like we're a dude skulking through a snowy woodland. You know? Maybe hunting for Bigfoot. The ladder is in here. I mean, you're right. We definitely want a shot that shows how close we got to this tree. Just trying to figure out the best position for the camera for it. Angle from the rear, like this one, but slightly above so that we're not getting this hideous grass texture. Just here? Yeah, I'm thinking just here. The hideous grass texture is kind of minimized, and we get a beautiful view of just how close we are to these trees. What I'm going to do in a second after we finish analyzing this run, because I wipe out like right near the end, and it looks stupid. There it is. And then I pull up down here, I think. Yeah, I pull up right here. Okay. Options. Controls. Key mapping. Replay? There is a replay. Switch camera. Torn. Spectator mode is R. Yeah. I think it is just this. Switch camera. Move the camera around. Like, these are the keyboard and mouse controls for the camera mode. And it's nonsense. I hate it. They are stupid. Game settings. Photo mode. On. Photo mode is on, but I don't know how to... I don't remember how to get into it. Okay. Let's find somewhere interesting. Because look, if you go... You see here? Someone's posted a picture like this. You know? That's kind of pretty. But I don't remember how you share those images or how you get into that photo mode. What the fuck is this nonsense? Oh, it's the rocket wings. I think I have rocket wings. Right, let's try and find a nice part. We were down here a minute ago. I don't want to be down there again. It's all craggy and meh. Just kind of gross. There's an area that's got like a nice green forest. Here we go. Here we go. What? The fuck are you doing, camera? It's not what I wanted. I wanted to go here. Just here. Thank you. Right. Before we do that, I'm gonna hit a quick Google and just like double check that I'm not doing something horribly wrong. Okay. Because I normally just use director mode. Apparently it's L3 and R3 or F5. according to this. So let's see what their actual... Oh, it is. Huh. Okay. So there is actually a photo mode that I've just completely neglected to use. Well, this opens up a whole world of possibilities. Normally I just use director mode. And then we can change the time of day slider a little bit easier. That's cool. Some ambiance. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, guys, this is... Oh, this is a game changer. Kind of annoyed there's no way to summon a snowstorm. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. Alright. Can use it with director mode. That is going to be the test, isn't it? Let's see what we can do. So let's go fuck around in some trees and see what we can find. Bam. Okay, let's not do that again. Don't hit the tree, guys. Trees are bad, okay? Remember, if you French fry when you should have pizzaed, you're gonna have a bad time. And this is where the director mode really comes in handy, because you might get 3 seconds of usable footage, and then 4,000 failed attempts at a line, as we get a little too close to some of these trees. Whee! I mean, they might be wispy little bastards, but these boys, they'll fuck you up just as much as any of the other trees will. Bonk. I was going for a backflip and it just didn't work. But that's fine. And everyone knows that if you go to the Alps, you're totally allowed to go snowboarding through the chalet village. This is just a, you know, done thing. People regularly board through the center of town. Alright. And then it does work with director mode. This is good to know. There's no camera roll though, which is really annoying. No camera roll. That's really disappointing. Okay. Dark and stormy. Remember, these are just the ambiance changes. These aren't even filters. Which is nuts to me. I mean, you could argue that they are filters. They're just a different kind of filter. And this one's very reminiscent of if you've ever watched a skate video or a snowboarding video. They fucking love this sort of piss yellow filter over everything. I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense to me, because snow is a beautiful, crisp, clean white, and they throw a piss yellow filter over everything. It just makes it look like they decided they were gonna soak the slope before they went down it, you know? I guess it's to lower the contrast and make sure that you're not just staring at a brilliant bright white floor. But still, not a fan. kind of liking this one. And then we can change the depth of field. Oh, this changes the game. This changes the game. Don't have to share that photo, game. Don't have to share that at all. I also just got an email come through after sharing that. It's not related to this. It's completely unrelated. But I was like, oh my god, did it just email me to confirm that I'd shared the image? Looking forward to experiment with it. You really should. I mean, Steep is just a great fun game to play around with anyway. Hello, tree. How's the learning curve? Is it steep? Ah, fuck you, Brandon. Get out of here, nerd. What's wrong with you? Okay, we absolutely have to do something with this, right? I am just unsure of what. Let's get a casual Red Bull sponsor in the background there. Because who doesn't love Red Bull? And when you switch to photo mode, it immediately puts you in free cam, which is nice. I like that. That's cool. Hmm. Hmm. I mean, I feel like this is the best angle of just how close to that tree we are. But it's also the most boring. But down here, I don't think it is a particularly great angle either. You know? Although, I'm kind of feeling this. Yeah, we could just reach out and touch the fucking tree. Bam! And then I'll print screen it so that I've got it saved rather than just in... I like it. Alright, let's see what else we got. Definitely feel like we need to change our hat. Unrelated, I just feel like we need to change our hat. And we've got different characters to play as well. So we could choose different characters to shoot and play as, and it's real cool. There's so many options available in Steep. I love it. And this is just snowboarding, you know? This is just me dicking around with snowboarding. This isn't even playing with any of the other available transport types, you know? What do we think? Ah! Hey, Nonda! Welcome in, guys. How you doing, folks? How you doing, buddy? Lazapan, always a pleasure. Nonda, how is Let's Build a Zoo? We're just figuring out some composition and some ambiance for this shot. Because it looks like we're flying a little bit. They're back. Lurking while I take a little break. No worries. Wow, the zoo is so big. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping it's not wild, because it's kind of the opposite of what a zoo should be, right? Okay. Hey, thanks for the bits, Pirate Egg. Pirate Eggs, I apologize. This isn't changing the time of day, it's just changing the position of the sun. Oh. Oh, this could work. Oh, this could work quite nicely. What do we think of this one, folks? I was going with the low angle to make it look like we were flying. And then what we can do is we change the depth of field so that background is blurry as shit, so we don't need to worry about that. The powder texture is kind of annoying though. Oh. Oh, I like this. I think this looks pretty good. Hey, Mega, how you doing, buddy? I think this works. Be lurking bit, getting started the day started, but the show looks gorge. Thank you. I think we really lucked out with stumbling on the ambience, sorry, setting. Hide interbase. Snap ourselves a photo. Print screen it in multiple places because I can. Just make ease of uploading. There's a little snowball behind us. And then what we can do is we can actually switch back to here, and we can change the time of day. So we can move the position of the sun and change the ambience of it, which will give us a totally different feel to the shot. Couldn't be better. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, thank you, my friend. Even better now that you guys are all here. You can help me decide on composition and everything. I like this. This is crisp. I actually really like this. I feel like we want to be just off center, like that. Maybe slightly down here. Zoom in a little bit. No. No. About there, do we think? What do we think of this? And just having a great time playing Steep. I had been being a goober and just using director mode rather than actually using the photo mode. And so all of the shots that I've posted on like Instagram from where I've been playing this have been done using Speed Rides the Glare. Ooh, that's a good shout. Like this? Where he's just on part of the glare? It's going to be difficult lining it so that he's riding on the glare, but like that maybe? I feel like we need to be just here. Just here. Bonk. Like that. I've been done using the director mode rather than actually utilizing photo mode, because I'm an idiot. And I know that I knew that the photo mode existed, but when I first played this on Xbox, the photo mode button was way more obvious and it was easier signpost. And then on the PC, because I'm using a controller, it doesn't tell you what the button is to get into photo mode because I'm using a controller and it's mapped to a key binding on the keyboard. It doesn't tell you. And so I was like, oh, okay, do. Carry on then. And I like that it resets to how it was when the time of day when you were actually running the line. So director mode is good for getting your eye in for the shot. because you can play around with positioning a lot easier, I think, in director mode. Okay, I thought this was going to be way better than it is. I've ceased liking this. Oh, this could work. I think we could do something with this. Mantle off the sun? What do we think? Mantle off of the sun? Perhaps? I think mantle off of the sun. That looks pretty sweet. Oosh. I like it. Let's see. So changing the ambiance changes the time of year as well. Ooh, you know what we need? We need to just drop the depth of field. Blur out the sun a touch. There we go. That's better, right? Because we want our boy in sharp focus, whereas we want the background out. Looks like you're cracking the sun with your snowboard. Hell yeah. I like that. I mean, what's the... Oh man, is it an Egyptian story? Proverb? Ancient Egyptian story / proverb about the sun being a giant egg? I'm sure I've heard a story somewhere where some people in history believed that the sun was a giant egg. And, you know, I like that. I think that looks real cool. Bam! What if... Is there a way we can angle this? Put the sun in our hand, perhaps? Oh, this kind of works. I think we're going to need to change the depth of field blur, make that maybe slightly less aggressive. Maybe not too high on the contrast. Saturation we can put way up. Nope, nope, that hurts my eyes. Let's not do that. I don't think we need to... I quite like that. I quite like that. I think that looks pretty good. What do we think? Just, you know, casually casting fireball as we go snowboarding. Or, Spider-Man 2ing this bitch where Dr. Octopus is running around with a miniature sun in his back pocket. Kamehameha? Hell yeah. I love that comic of, I knew he probably couldn't, but I wasn't gonna stick around to find out if he could. So this is when we were weaving through these trees, and then I think this is where we got to the bottom, and I was just like, oh, you know what, fuck this. No, we got into the little town down here, didn't we? Hey, Pedro, what's going on? Or Pedro is a Pablo. Would you prefer Pedro or Pablo? Either or. Let me know, buddy. Ooh, actually. Hold on. No, this just looks like I have exploded out of someone's roof. Pedro? Pedro it is, my dude. Welcome in. Welcome in. This just looks like I exploded out of the roof, especially when I put it here. That it looks like I came out of that roof way too low. The angle does not look great. That just looks weird. I don't know. We might be able to make it work. See, here we can see that that's not true, but also we don't leave an impact in the snow, so I don't think we can really use this, because this just looks wrong. Like, if it had deformed the snow to this point, this would work, but I don't think this does. Ooh, hello. This could. Ah, man, if this telegraph pole wasn't here, this would be great. If it wasn't for this telegraph pole, this would be beautiful. We might be able to find an angle to make it work. But the telegraph pole kind of ruins it. Because what I want is I want the sun in that corner or sort of nearby, because it gives such a cool lens flare effect. But this fucking telegraph pole, if we look this way, is really in the way. It really fucking spoils this, which is a shame. Less so from this angle, because you can see the telegraph poles in the background, which I don't think is such a problem, especially if we go into photo mode and we change the depth of field to blur them out a little bit. Makes them way less obnoxious. We can make our boy a little bit more in target, in focus, in frame. I think this is okay, and then what we can do here is, you know, we can just be God for a little bit and just change the time of day until we get the sun where we want it to be. Which I think is just there. What do we think? I like it. I think it's okay. I think it's good. I think it's good. Do I think it's my finest work? Probably not. Do we try and clip this so it looks like I'm grabbing the telegraph wire? No, let's not do that. That's a bad idea. If we get constructive on the... If we get constructive on the camera positioning, we might be able to get away with this. Or I can just crop it later, which, you know, is also a way of solving the issue, kind of. Pardon me, sorry. I mean, it's no wonder snowboarders wear polarized ski goggles, right? I think this might be ruining it just a little bit. And see, this is what I like about photo mode streams, is that you guys get to see just how much work goes into setting up some of these shots. And as I've said before, I don't like to do post-processing. I don't like taking these and putting them into Photoshop and then tweaking them and fiddling with them and, you know, changing how they look and completely blacking out the background and making it look like I'm snowboarding through a spotlight or anything like that. It's not my style. I don't like it, mainly because, one, I don't have the time, two, I don't have the skill, and three, I just feel like it over-engineers the image. Yeah, you can see some really stunning artwork out there. Like one guy I follow, Peter Riley, he does some absolutely astounding Spider-Man stuff. He does some absolutely incredible Spider-Man shots, and his work is brilliant, but he does a lot of heavy sort of post-processing and editing to make it work. And I'm not judging. I'm not. I know there's a lot of people who like doing that kind of thing, and they produce some really, really gorgeous work. It's just not my style, and it's not for me. Do I appreciate some of the stuff they come out with? Of course I do. You'd be crazy not to. But it's also just not my kettle of fish. And while I like it, it's just not how I do things. So, I mean, I can post the link to the guy. He is really cool. Go check out some of his stuff if you're into seeing some really cool Spider-Man artwork. Oh, this could work quite nicely. Are we able to line it up so that the sun is poking through the gap between oh, this could work. So we got the sun in our pocket. I like that. I like that a lot. Bam. I'm a big fan of playing with depth of field. Big fan of playing with depth of field. Because you get to just change the focus so much. But yeah, I don't like going into Photoshop and tweaking the image beyond what it is or what it should be, I like using the in-game rendering because it shows just how beautiful the game looked or looks as you play it, So I'm fine with just tweaking things in game in using the filters that the game gives you, because you could do this in engine. You can render all of this stuff in engine, in gameplay, and make it look cool as fuck. I kind of like that filter. I kind of like that one. I actually really like that one. That one's cool. And that's just the way I do things. It's just always been my style. So, like I said, I'm not criticizing people that like to use other editing software afterwards to really capture like what they think is their finest image or to really play with something. I'm not against that. A lot of people do some really incredible stuff with that. It's just not the way I like to do things. Ooh, rising. I'm wondering if we can get another cool sort of riding the lens flare angle on this. Or riding one of the beams of light here. One of the god rays. Depth of field there. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Just here. I want to tweak it a little bit right into the sun. Like that. Or like that. I'm thinking this one. You said boom, so I'm assuming you mean here. This one right here? No, as it was. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Because I think that looks really cool. I really like that. Bam. Like I said, this game, it's so pretty, and you can do so much with it. And it's not that this game's been abandoned by the VP community. Like, if you check out the Steep subreddit, there's some really cool stuff people are still churning out for this game. And then this is just me going through town. People are churning out some really cool footage of them doing tricks and shit. And it's really cool to see. Really cool. There's some really, really cool stuff in there. I highly recommend checking that out. I want to find one of the villages. There are many, but I want to find one. The dam is great fun for the dam is great fun for wingsuit footage. What you want to do is you want to come through here in a wingsuit, and we can try for that shot later if someone reminds me. Because I think what you need to do, you might even need to be further up than here to really pull it off, because you lose so much height so quickly with a wingsuit. Now, this is a cool little village, but it's a little village. Tiny little ski village. We were over here earlier, because we were dicking around with the boulder field. Is that another little hut? No, that's a little hut. Bunch of ski lift. You got a jet? It's been really informative. Can't wait to try it all myself. Yeah, no worries. Thanks for coming along, Walker. I hope I've helped you learn a thing or two. I've learned a thing or two. And that's kind of the whole point of these streams, right? Is to teach people some stuff. Learn a thing or three. Means another little village here. I don't know. I don't have anything in mind for doing something in a village, so I think I'm just going to ignore that. Let's go to the dam and let's try and get that wingsuit shot, shall we? When I remember where the dam is. It's over here, I think. There it is. All right, let's try and get that wingsuit shot. Oh, you can go through one of these pipes. Okay, good to know. What we're going to want to do, I'm going to try it from here. We're going to use this as our launch point. I don't think we've got enough height from here, but we can try. Bonk. Hashtag not spawn. I mean, the game's sponsored, but I'm not. Remember, guys, Red Bull gives you wings. I, on the other hand, have never once drunk a Red Bull. No, not the binoculars. So, rocket suit definitely would work. I'm not going to use the Lightning Man suit. I don't want to. It's a cool wingsuit, but I don't want to use it. I want orange, because orange is my jam. You can go in here. Yeah, okay. So we can get different wingsuit costumes, like this dragon costume, which I might get. I'm not using the steep credits for anything else. We can get the flying squirrel, the glowing costumes, which are really cool, the vampire, the red dragon, the bat, or Spyro the purple dragon. I mean, it's just black dragon, but it looks purple. No, we'll run with the orange one that we're using. I don't think there's anywhere near enough height here for this to work. I mean, I immediately face planted the floor here. Yeah. Nowhere near enough height just there. What we want, I think, is here we go. You want a nice sheer drop? You want a nice sheer drop on the other side so that you're able to actually leap off and get moving. I think this will work. Bonk. Hello. Okay, so now I don't think we've got anywhere near enough distance or speed or height to get to that dam. In fact, we are going to just slam into the ground. I know we are. Yeah. We're going to need to be much further up, aren't we? We're going to need to be much, much further up. So Brandon, I know that you're getting more and more invested in playing with photo mode. And my one piece of advice to you would be, sir, is working on composition. I'm not exactly one to talk. My composition work normally sucks. But if you nail the composition, you're going to get a really good shot. Okay, this might work. It's going to take us a while to get there, but I refuse to use the rocket wing pack because it makes life way too easy for wingsuiting. In fact, I think we might be way too high up. In fact, I may have given us too much height. But I'd rather have too much height and be able to drop and dive than have nowhere near enough, you know? So if anyone's got any questions, now's the time. We're going to be here a while. And here's the beautiful part about being able to use the run rewind. Because we're having to travel a huge distance to pull this off. But we just need that couple of seconds of footage where we're flying through the offshoot of the dam. That's all we're looking for here. So we've just got to get ourselves in the right position for it. Alright, I think the angle's good. I might have lost too much, or not enough. Balls! Okay. So, what we can do here is quit replay, mountain view, and so it was here that I started dropping distance, dropping altitude, right? And that's bad. We don't want that. We've learned from our mistakes. Action list. I cannot just pick this point to go from here, unfortunately. So we're going to have to do the whole thing again, which sucks, but we know that it's roughly the right location. And like I said, I could absolutely do this with a rocket pack and it would be so much less of a problem. But the whole point is we're engineering a pretty cool feat, right? And I'm sure there have been no end of people who have done this shot before, who have taken this flight and gone through here and made this look awesome. But I've not done it, and I want to, so we're gonna try. Now, like I said, this is my favorite part about these streams, is it shows people just how much work goes into setting up a shot like this. And that's not including all of the processing, post-processing that some people do. You know, some of the editing that goes into making their shots really pop and, you know, doing all the extra work that goes into them. I mean, sure, we can probably get some really cool stuff as we're flying through here, but the whole point is that we're going for this shot of the dam. That time I didn't drop enough. Good to know. It's gonna be fine. We'll get it. We'll get it, guys. And it's gonna be worth it. So we can fly in first-person mode, which I think is really cool. It's also really disconcerting when you're proximity flying and you're zipping in and out and through trees and stuff. It can really fuck you up. Alice gets motion sick, and I do not recommend that she plays this game in first-person mode because your head bobs around and your view changes so easily, as it would if you were actually doing this. Or I would imagine. I've not done any of this stuff. I've been snowboarding, but not properly. So I imagine that if you're wearing a GoPro on your helmet and you're whipping your head around as you're going like through like trees and stuff, don't do that. Then yeah, you're gonna have to deal with stuff. You're gonna have to deal with your vision changing rapidly, and nah, I'm good. This could be too much. Not enough? This is too much. Oh! Fucking oath. We pulled it off, guys. Hell yeah. So, now we go to the replay, and we can go... Whee! Fast forward as we go. And then here's my uncertainty of, oh god, I don't think, maybe, I'm not sure. Guys, I don't think we're gonna do it. And then... Bam! Here we go. Thinking about it, this is a much bigger space than I thought it was. The fact that it took me like 4 attempts kind of makes this look kind of shitty. But hey ho, we pulled it off, guys. I'm proud of us. I'm proud of us and what we've achieved with this one. Because from up there, it's a tiny goal, you know? From up on the mountain, it's a tiny goal to decide, oh yeah, we're going to go through that gap in the dam. Because you got to approach it from a really, really long distance away in order to pull this off, I think. Not that I'm an expert, but, you know. I mean, I'm proud of me. I thought that was a great attempt. Do we want this mega lift shot? Sure, why not? And then we want to be in focus here, having just conquered something pretty incredible. At least I feel like it's an achievement. Ooh, you know what we could do? Think we're gonna have to do some tweaking with the ambience and the time of day. And see what we can come up with. Oh my god, there's so many. Ooh. Okay, that's kind of cool, but this will work great for a different kind of shot, I think. This will work really well for flying through the smaller tunnel that I want to go through, I think. Because there's the pipe next to us. Is it possible to get the sun behind us? No. But yeah, I'm real proud of that. We managed it. I want to go through those pipes on the left there. Which I doubt we're going to have to approach from this far away. We could probably do it from way closer. And then just sharp turn in. But since we've got the restore point back there, I think we're going to use that one first. But yeah, I want to try and get through one of those pipes down there. Because I think that's an even better, that's an even more impressive jump, right? And if anyone's got any ideas of how we could probably make this a lot quicker, by all means. Let me know. So the issue is if you drop too quickly, too close to the target, you're going to go through the pipe without the right angle. So similarly to the long flume, we're gonna want the right approach angle for this. Balls! Okay, so we wiped out, but if we get the shot, does it matter? I mean, ideally we want to come out the other end of the tunnel, don't we? Being in the tunnel is great, but we want to see the shot as we come out of the tunnel. Because here you can tell we're gonna just slam into it, right? But I think we can make this work. And then F5 to go into photo mode. And then what we want is center frame, center of the hole. Always, you always got to be in the center of the hole, guys. Everyone knows this. Then we want to change the depth of field. That is the time of day, not the depth of field. What I want is the super dark light on in the tunnel. Ambience. Trying to think how best to position this. Here, maybe? Definitely not that one. I'm thinking maybe just here. Because we want to see where we're going. Right. Nope, these are filters, not the ambience. Okay. I like it. I like the headlamp. There is a way to do this with smoke. Not sure that that's the right way to do it, though. Okay. And we know that if we cancel that, it's just going to make it look like we wiped out hard in there. Okay. Alright, we achieved what we set out to achieve here at the dam. I feel like that was a good moment. I'm pretty sure it's possible to wingsuit through there, but I don't want the try. Shall we do some wingsuiting? Let's do some wingsuiting. I'm looking for a sort of crevasse that we can go down. Alright, should we do some proximity flying through here? It's gonna suck, but it could be good fun. Proximity flying, usually my kind of jam. It's really difficult, but it can be a lot of fun. So, unlike what we were just doing, proximity flying requires you flying close to obstacles and then around them. So, like this. And it can be really nerve-wracking. Like, your character's heartbeat then comes up in your ears while you're flying, especially when you're doing this. And you can use the analog stick to control your path a little bit better. So that was worth 18,000 points, which is not an insignificant sum. Bonk. Alright. Shall we see how this looked? I'm thinking it's one of the side dodges is where we wanna go with. So I think I tried to demo it. Does it feel like we're pretty close to this? Nah, not close enough. Oh, this works. This works. Here we go, team. Here we go. I think we want something like this, showing what we're doing here. Like this, maybe? Do we want to be in the shadow of this ice block? So we got something like this. But we're not as close to this wall as I thought we were. You know? I thought we were much closer to this wall. Which is a shame. But this looks pretty cool. I like this shot. This is nice. I like this. This is a very nice shot. Okay. Let's see what else we've got. I think we can do better. If we were able to shoot between these two right here, that'd be a great cap. Let's see what else we got. I mean, we get pretty close to some of the terrain, but I don't think we're close enough to be really worth it. You know, down here, flying through this little tunnel. I mean, it's good, but it's not quite Carling. Nope. I mean, that was some pretty good proximity flying. But is it this? It's that point there is the one I want. That's the corner we're going for, gang. Let's see what we can do. Spud, you're a madman. You'll never pull this off. Yeah, watch me. Not that time. We're just getting our eye in. We know roughly where the turn is. Okay. We wiped out, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. As I was saying to Walker, just because we wiped out, if we got the shot, it doesn't matter. That's what I love is... Oh, okay, I have to do something with this. This is great. Gotta do something with this. This is a beautiful shot. Trailing our back foot, trailing our foot like that. I think that's really pretty. But no, as I was saying to Walker, it doesn't matter if we wipe out if you get the shot you're looking for. So right here is kind of the shot we were looking for. You know, we've got the just how close are we to the ground, which is pretty fucking close. Look at that. And how close are we to that rock? You know? Bam, bam. And thankfully, people don't get to see the run. So no one's going to look at it and go, oh yeah, but you know, you wiped out. It's like, yeah, whether or not I wipe out is completely beyond the point. It's whether or not I looked cool doing it, guys. It's whether or not I looked cool doing it. Because yeah, I mean, we immediately faceplant and then it ends badly for us, but it looked pretty cool. So, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go back, and we're gonna try this again. We're gonna see if we can get something really cool in the rock flume at the bottom. Sure, I could pick a different place to go from that's closer to the target, but you know, you never know what we might find when we're scrubbing through later. Not that though. So one thing I didn't say to Walker was that you are limited to the number of active lines you can have available. And so what happens is starts removing your previous lines from your session. So you can review all of the lines that we've recorded today in one of the menus. I just don't remember where it is because I never do. But you can review all of the previous lines that we've run today. That one I just got way too close to the ground. And I think it stores up to something like your last 20 complete runs, in case you want to share them. Alright, I want to actually take a look at that, because how frickin' close were we to... Did we clip through it? Because this is way less impressive if we clip through it. Yeah, we have to clip through this, right? But it's a fucking great shot. Look how close we are. Fucking... Boom. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Is there a way to get the sun in this shot looking beautiful and looking awesome? Not sure. I don't think that's as good a shot as we think it is. Okay, guys, I am real quick just going to go to the bathroom. So give me 2 seconds. I'm going to play a short ad while I go for a bathroom break. Okay, I'm back. Let's roll. So, like I said, we're going to try and see what kind of cool stuff we can pull off with this wingsuit. I mean, I know there's like a million and one really cool lines, and one of the things I love about Steep is that you can find lines wherever you want to find them, you know? You don't even have to be in a specific place to find something cool. You could just be broing about, doing what you're doing, and stumble across something awesome, or you just catch a really cool moment. You know? It's not all event-based. One of the bad things about Steep is it's made by Ubisoft. I mean, you could take that approach to it too if you really wanted to. I don't think it's a terrible thing. I think they've made a really great game here. I'm quite a big fan of a lot of Ubisoft titles. I love The Division 2. I love The Division 1. Riders Republic, I feel, is just unpolished. Ubisoft is the second worst game company. I wouldn't say that. I'd say EA, BioWare, Activision, Blizzard, Total Crash Grab. Again, I wouldn't say that. There are other companies that are significantly worse. Significantly worse. Blizzard recently have been terrible. I mean, just look at everything happening to the, Call of Duty franchise. Oh, I've got a strong disagree with you there, buddy. I'm sorry. Activision, Blizzard, the number of, complaints and stuff that have been going on recently from them, from their staff, they've got some disgusting business practices, they've got some disgusting behavior. All the news around them recently has been terrible, and, you know, the only thing they've got going for them right now is, oh yeah, well, we decided we couldn't make World of Warcraft. So for Blizzard, we couldn't make World of Warcraft any good anymore. So we're just re-releasing the old game, but classic, and charging you for it again. That's like, okay, cool, great. Not super jazzed about that, but sure. So you can play the classic game again. Right, but charging you full price for it. Okay, but I already bought it once. Why? What? What is your logic here? And then for Activision, not to mention all the sexual harassment claims and everything else that's going on with Blizzard that are still unresolved. Activision, very similar situation. A whole bunch of staff walkouts and stuff because of sexual harassment complaints that have gone completely unanswered or unresolved. And just look at Call of Duty nowadays. It is absolutely 100% a cash grab. I'm not saying what EA have done with Battlefield is any better, because it's not. The fuck am I talking about? All of the sexual harassment headlines that came out about Blizzard like a year or two ago, they're still completely unresolved. Let me look nothing like potato. I know, I'm sorry. Well, I do. I'm just sat down right now, so you can only see me from like the waist up. Oh, that's That might be a pretty cool cap. Let's take a look at that in a minute. When I inevitably bail out here. There it was. You sound like a potato? Thanks, I appreciate that. I try. Alright, let's take a look at this ride. Let's see, because that was... I must have clipped it. Surely. Yeah, that looked closer than it was. Even your head doesn't look like a potato? It does not. Nope. Just me. I'm a regular human being most of the time. Nope. Not as close as I thought. Not as close as I thought. What do we think? Not overly... Too far? I mean... Whew. Oh, buddy, that is... Alright. As close calls go. Like, I am scuffing that ice with my shoe. Like, look at that. Beautiful. It's a pretty good angle, too. I think that works. What do we think? I think that, composition-wise, I think we're good. I think that works quite nicely. Let's tweak the time of day, see what kind of shadow play we can get going. This is nighttime. Daytime. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. Most of the time. Yeah, most of the time. I mean, everyone has their moments, right? Okay, let's play with the ambiance and see what we get. Too overcast. Too overcast. I think I like the bright sun in the corner there. Nope. Nope. It might be that one. And then we can tweak the depth of field to remove the sunburst around it. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's tweak the depth of field to remove the sunburst around that. Just there. Interesting that altering the ambience completely changes the depth of field. That is very intriguing. Altering the ambience completely alters the depth of field. Nope, their filters. Wrong thing. That's the one. Just to make it a little bit less harsh. A little bit less intense. Bam. I like it. I like that a lot. That is just as close as I thought it was. Alright, back to the replay. Nope. What else we got? Oh. Oh. I mean... I know I said I wanted to work on my proximity flying, but this is taking the piss. This is ridiculous. That's, more than a little bit close. It's just a touch. Oof. There's a gnat's ball hair between me and that ice there. I mean, it's a good couple inches, but still. Oh boy. Alright, the depth of field doesn't need to be maxed. Okay, that's annoying. Just want to take the edge off the background. A little bit there. Bam. I'm pretty impressed with that. Bam. I feel bad for anyone that's playing Steep today and is just seeing all of these photos pop up from along these routes. I think there's got to be a better composition that we can get for this. Don't clip through the floor, that's a bad thing to do. Nah, I'm good. Alright, moving on. Nope. Nope. What else do we got? I mean, pretty close. We could literally just stretch out our hand and touch the ice there. And then we wipe out. Okay. Okay. Alright, where do we want to go? Where are we dropping, boys? I feel like what we should go for next might be proximity flight through a forest, rather than these frozen trees and all of these ice boulders. Because forests are significantly more difficult to navigate. The forests are horrifying. The forests in this game are a nightmare to wingsuit through because obviously, as you would expect, trees, unsurprisingly, have branches. And the branches will, more often than not, be very obscured. Nah. Okay, back to the mountain view. Let's go find a foresty area. There is a good one, but I can't remember where it was. I mean, there's quite a few good ones. Just passing, chilling. Alright. Let's go from here, I think. Wait for the snow to melt off of our suit. Alright, let's do this. Oh god, they're white trees as well. This is gonna suck. Be prepared for us to wipe out regularly. Nope. That was never gonna work. As lines go, that was terrible. Alright, here we are. Oh, and then it changes to green, and then you immediately slam into a tree. Cool. Good. Alright, here we go. Let's see what we got. We weren't really going to gain much altitude before we hit there, so... no. Not feeling that. Hmm. No, and then there was just a lot of space. A lot of open space where nothing really interesting happens. A lot of space, nothing interesting, nothing cool. Let's try and get some danger, shall we? Let's try and get some pulse pounding, high octane action shots. Okay, we wiped out, but like I said, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing if we got something cool out of it. Not a bad thing if you get something cool out of it. Like this. Just all of these photos popping up around the map. This is what I mean. Composition is key, and you can spend ages just looking for the right place to position the camera. Because ideally, I want something behind here. I want something behind here, but I just don't feel like this is quite right. And this doesn't show just how close we are to that tree, which is the important part of the shot. And then down here, you've just got, this makes it look like we're way further away from the tree than we are. And this just looks really dull if we're just like, oh yeah, look, there you go, there's a dude. You want something like this, but not? I don't know. This is the tricky part. You know, you can spend so long tweaking composition. Oh, I think this could work. This could work quite nicely. I like this. This is kind of pretty. Okay. Thinking foliage frame, but also thinking not foliage frame. You know? It's a difficult one. Okay. That one I just straight up clip through a tree, and then we slam into the ground. So, you know, that happened. What I also love about this game is that you could be in a place and be like, oh yeah, this is a really cool line, and then you take off from it just a slightly different direction, and you find something completely different. It totally changes the run. And I think that's so cool. Like, you start, you're going one way, and you're like, oh, okay, yeah, this is cool. You know, there's some really cool stuff here. And then you tweak it just slightly. And you're like, oh, hello, hang on. What is this? What is this I've found here? You know, and you find yourself doing something even cooler. But it just happened to be the other side of the hill in a slightly different direction to what you were using. Yeah, not so great. I do love the KO icons. I think they're great fun. Ow. Like, I know Steep is what? When did this game come out? This must have come out, what, 2014? 2015? If not before. No, it came out after SSX 2013. Wait, it wasn't even 2013 for SSX. Must have been 2011? 2012? When was the new, like the latest SSX game that came out? Because Steep came out after that. Because SSX did the whole thing of utilizing some of the footage, like some of the images from Google Maps in order to generate certain parts of certain maps and certain runs. And then, you know, SSXified them. And that was really cool. But then the big thing about Steep was, oh yeah, Ubisoft have partnered with Google to obtain satellite images and maps of the region that you're going to be scooting through, you know, in whatever way you're scooting through it. Just flew directly into a tree. And that was really cool because these are, you know, pretty accurate to topographical maps of the area at the time that you're running through. Obviously, probably miniaturized and, you know, the scale being slightly off. But disagree with that. But still, freaking awesome. And it's really cool that they did that. And they just like, okay, we see what you're doing, EA. We're gonna one up you. And they did it. And they did it really well. And then EA just kind of abandoned SSX, which sucked because I fucking love the SSX games. Tricky, who didn't play Tricky? SSX 3, I had that on the GameCube. I fucking loved that game. That was amazing. As well as SSX, like, it must have been 2012. Must have been 2012. That was such a great game. I loved the different survival challenges and stuff like that. So, you know, you had all of the backcountry stuff was like to unlock the region because you're going around beating Griff Simmons, who has decided that he's going to break from Team SSX and go and do all of these like world record runs and things like that. And you're like, nah, we're going to be the ones that snowboard through the volcano and snowboard on Everest and stuff. Obviously, never happened, but it was cool. I mean, you can snowboard on Everest, just not from the peak. Not from the summit. That would be ridiculous. You would never survive. And given the sheer number of corpses littering Everest, would you want to? Because there's a lot. There are a lot of corpses on Everest. Also a lot of litter on Everest as well. In fact, now if you want to take an expedition to Everest, you have to, when you're coming back down, you have to bring like a bag of trash with you that you didn't take up, which I think is really cool. Ooh, hello. This could be interesting. That feels like a snowboard run if ever I saw one. I wonder how steep it is. See, I said it. I said the name of the game. I wonder how steep this is. snowboard, but we're gonna hike and we're gonna run over here and we're gonna take a look. We're gonna take a look. I don't think it's gonna be too steep, or at least it shouldn't be. Let's take a look. I think this is workable. I think this is very workable. Let's see what we got. I was very disappointed with Riders Republic though. I wanted that to be great, and it just hasn't been as good as I wanted it to be. I saw some of the footage of it and I was like, oh yeah, this looks awesome. And then in experience, it's just been real kind of buggy. Oh, that was disappointingly short. Hi, random rider. Yeah, kind of buggy. Didn't look as great as it first did. Alright, let's go take a look over here. Anything? Nothing? Kinda nothing doing. Is this guy just following me? Yeah, looks like it. Nothing really here. Which is disappointing. Disappoint. Oh, I can do that. Okay. Disappointing. This dude is now just following me, which is kind of cool. I kind of like it. Hi, buddy. How you doing? It's just like, you know, we're gonna go off on a little expedition, a little adventure, see if we can find something. We might find a new awesome line that will be good fun. Bam! Share a photo of me and this guy. Why not? Looks interesting. Okay. Let's take a look at the replay. Let's see what we got. Oh. This could be cool. Nah. Lame. Lame. But then I could just quite happily sit here and just carve through the snow, you know? Having a great time. It's kind of cool that we've just sort of run into this random guy, and now they're sort of following my line. Loosely, I guess. I mean, he's not lost or gained any distance on me, so I guess he's following me to some extent. And this is what I mean, even if we're not doing photo mode stuff, I could just have a great time, just carving, just having a time, shredding down the mountain. I should really give Shredders a go, the game that came out recently, the snowboarding game. Can't remember who produced it. I think it's on Game Pass. I should really give Shredders a go. Because right now, all I'm doing is just left analog stick, side to side, just Carvin. And some other guy is now turned up, which is cool. Not doing tricks or anything, guys. Just simply going down the mountain. Seeing where it takes us, you know? Through a couple copses of trees, around these rocks. It's going to be a really long playback, and I'm not going to do anything with it for the most part. Because you need something of like visual interest to grab your attention. No full-on long ride, hell yeah, yeah. But with this guy behind us, we might be able to get some cool shots from the replay, so we'll see what we can come up with. XZR2452866016. Dressed like a superhero. It's a really unfortunate username there, buddy. I mean, maybe it's got a whole bunch of meaning to you. Raises questions. Don't know if the music's picked up just because it's a long ride, or if the music's picked up because we're going fast. I mean, XRZ, if you're one of the viewers in chat, then welcome. I'm sorry for insulting your name. I would accept your group invite, but I'm probably going to be calling it a day soon. Not interested in tricking. It's not my bag. Not today. Ah, I saw what he was going for. I'm not brave enough to attempt it. That would have been such a shame to get this far down and wipe out hitting that wall. Not for me, friend. This is going to be such a long replay to scrub through to see if we get any cool moments in the back. Endless ride. Hell yeah. I wonder how closely they're following my line. Gonna be interesting to find out. Because obviously I've got an idea of where I want to go. They're just having to react to me on the fly, right? And the dude's only 20 meters behind, which means he's not got a lot of time to do that. Oh, XRZ. Buddy. Didn't quite make that cut, huh? Just share this replay of me doing not a lot and just having a great little ride. They leveled up during this, which is cool. I wonder if that's the XP from Endless Ride. Assuming he got it, despite the fact he wiped out a couple times. We're gonna be approaching the edge of the map soon, I think. Which is cool, because we've been riding for ages. Kind of hoping that we maybe we'd find some more people that would join our little troop. Our little squad of gamers. As we just ride. Nothing fancy here, boys. We're just going straight down. I'm 200 meters ahead, which means they're probably losing sight of me. Or at least losing sight of my line. Oh, okay. Five kilometers on one board ride, which is pretty nuts. Any sign of them? Aw, I think we lost our buddies. I think we lost our buddies. So we stood here while we reviewed the footage. And then I started out following this guy. Or is he following me? Ah, I think he then followed me. Because I was definitely ahead for this part. I thought. Oh, shit. I was meant to rewind rather than back out completely. My bad. Sorry, guys. Oh, bumper is slow-mo. That's cool. What do we think? I mean, it's not a great shot, but it's pretty cool. I'll take it. Oh, that's better. That's a way cooler shot. Look at that. The two of us doing the same thing. That's way better. I like that. I like that a lot. Oh, but Spurgeon not focused on your own guy. Don't need to be. Don't need to be. Alright. Fast forwarding. Scrubbing through until we find something cool. Was the guy already in air? No. So the guy takes off here. The guy takes off here. I think he's annoyingly high up, and it also looks like he's just kind of standing in midair. Nah. If it had overtaken me, that would have been awesome. I think I slowed down here. Did some slaloming. I kind of like that. I think that looks really cool. As we're following the guy. That's pretty awesome. Although again, I'm pretty sure I was in the lead for like this entire sequence, so I don't know why the video shows him being in the lead. Yeah, because then the superhero guy comes in out of nowhere. Alright. So they must have been up there doing a bunch of shit and then saw us two morons coming along here and decided, hey, you know what? Let's go join them. Mr. Billowsworth. It's a pretty impressive cape, gotta admit. Kinda jealous I don't have one. So then he jumps off there. And then again, I was in front. I was leading this group of 3 people. Because I got to here, and then I slowed down because I thought it would be a cool place to stop. Well, this guy was an unwitting participant in my photo shoot, which is cool. If the guy happened to catch my name and drops by, thank you for your assistance today, dude. Again, we did some more slaloming down here. That guy caught up. He went over that. I remember this part because I was like, well, I'm just gonna take off. He attempted that, and I was like, nah. It's a no from me, Chief. And then I decided it was time to go through some trees real aggressively. Kind of. So it turns out this guy wasn't following my line closely at all. Oh no, that guy bought it when he hit the tree. I was definitely in front during all of this. Like, I was 100% in front when I went down here. Because then I went straight down for that part. I was curious to see what these guys were going to do. Is it cheating to instead focus on this guy as he does whatever the fuck this is? Yeah, probably. Let's not do that. That feels dirty and wrong. And then I went down here and I slalomed these trees. Which I thought looked fucking great. I had a great time doing this. Also kind of nerve-wracking. Trees, man. Trees. The true enemy of the snowboarder. And then we got to the bottom. Where did I lose these guys? So he did that. Oh, he disappeared there. Okay. Well, that was fun. I enjoyed it. But yeah, I am gonna call it a night there, guys, because we did a lot of stuff. I feel like, and 3 hours of streaming is a lot of stream. So I am gonna log off and call it a day there. But thank you for coming along and hanging out, guys. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed a brief run through, not even a brief run through, but enjoyed a masterclass of steep photo mode. Do you guys want to do a quick overview of the photos we took today, or no? Let me go find my steep folder. What is today's date? Today's date is the 3rd. Is it the 3rd? It is the 3rd. We took 51 shots today, and I'm probably going to end up posting like 6 of them. Oh dear. Alright, let's do this, shall we? Ah. Hello. Alright. You guys should be able to see this. So this was the opener from today. We opened with this one. I suppose I should probably put this in full screen mode, right? Bam! There you go. This is what we opened with this morning. This morning? This afternoon. This is the one we started with. This was our first shot of the day. Second shot of the day. I know I feel like I need to refocus this a little bit and shuffle slightly to the right. I mean, it's a good shot. It's fine. It's okay. This, I feel like I need to shuffle it slightly to the right. Again, a nice shot, nothing spellbinding or mind-blowing here, but a beautiful view of the mountain behind us. I like it. I think it's great. Probably one that will get posted. I think I'll post this one and then this one. I really like this because you've got the trees framing the sun behind us. I think that looks really cool. So I'm a big fan of that. I quite like that. I think that looks really good. Alright, what else we got? This one, maybe not so much. I get what I was going for, but I don't think it's that great. What do we got here? Also, meh. Not sure what I was doing with this one. Or this one, if I'm honest. This one's kind of cool. I like this. A lot of powder. A lot of powder. This one's pretty cool. And then we started getting real artsy. I like this. I probably should find a new board. I like this. This is a nice shot. This one's better composition-wise, I think. But I don't like the pose. This was cool. It's just a nice, simple, standard shot. Showcasing us getting real close to some trees, doing some proximity boarding. This is when we found the photo mode and filters and started playing with these. So this one's got to go up to showcase me being a moron. I like this shot of me looking at the tree as if to say, yeah, what's your problem, pal? I'm walking here. So maybe this one is the one I'm going to choose out of the set. This one I love. I love these two I think are great. I really like this one though. Not so fond of the pose, but I think this is beautiful, and this I really enjoy too. This one's amazing. I love this. This is the cracking open the egg. And then the Kamehameha. You can tell I'm not a Dragon Ball fan. This one's cool. This one's cool. This one's better. I like this. Normally I'm not a huge fan of the filter, but I like this a lot more than I like this. This I like. This I really like. This one's pretty cool, where we're riding the God Ray. And then our first one from the dam. And then the tube. Flying through the tube. I think I like this one the most out of the tubes. And then came to proximity flying. I like this. This feels like something that should be out of like a Microsoft Flight Simulator. It looks real pretty. Showcasing the foot trailing through the snow. How close we are to the ground here, because we weren't particularly close to the rock, but we were real close to the ground. Just how close do you want to get to that rock? Proximity flying through some trees. I like this one. This one I think I'll post. And then our buddy. And these we just took. And that's it. All in all, I think it was a very successful photo stream. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too, and hopefully you learned a thing or two. But yeah, thanks for coming along and watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the stream, and you had fun doing it. Because I certainly had fun doing it. I had a great time. We will likely be on tomorrow. I will probably be around tomorrow doing some Wildermyth with Jez and Alice. So if you want to see some amateur voice acting, make sure you tune in tomorrow. That's going to be good fun. I'm going to be around tomorrow with Jez and Alice. We're going to be doing Wildermyth. We're going to be doing the second campaign in Wildermyth. I don't know what time yet, but we will be. But otherwise, that is going to be it for now. So thank you all for watching. Laters, taters.